Memes. Instant, sometimes insightful, often hilarious. They take a complex idea, event, or emotion and boil it down to its essence. And back in 2005, you felt that same instant recognition when you saw this movie poster for the 40-Year-Old Virgin.
No, Kelly Clarkson!
But there's one thing he never lost.
Are you a virgin?
Oh, you are hilarious. This is good.
You're a virgin!
Let's get out of here.
Hope you have a big trunk, because I'm putting my bike in it.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
What this poster design did so well was tap into that feeling of recognition. You could instantly recognize this character and what they represent. Why? Because we've all been there. Cringy yearbook photos and awkward family portraits are something we've all experienced. Having a blunderous, derpy photo of yourself in your youth is guaranteed, even if you took yourself very seriously. We can all recognize that Andy is trying way too hard, overly optimistic, still waiting for it to finally happen. Hopeful. Hopeful. Hopeful?
You know, I may not have had sex, but I could you up.
Recently, there was a fantastic article written about this movie poster over at the AV Club, written by Matt Shimkowitz, who interviewed a few key players involved. It all stemmed from high school yearbooks, said Damon Wolf, founder of Crew Creative, the firm hired to market the movie. Andy wasn't in high school, but he might as well have been. To Wolf, yearbook photos captured what the movie was about. You're feeling your most confident, yet you're your most innocent. You're feeling cool, yet we're all freaks and geeks. Director Judd Apatow executive produced, wrote, and directed several episodes of the TV show Freaks and Geeks, where yearbook photos were used to great effect in the show's opening credits. Can we just pause and take a second to appreciate just how many careers this TV show spawned? Seriously, in retrospect, this has got to be one of the most stacked all-star casts. Fight me in the comments if you disagree. Maria Pekarovskaya, executive vice president of creative marketing at Universal Pictures at the time, described the photo shoot for the poster with then somewhat unknown star Steve Carell. When we started shooting, his expression was very sad, said Pekarovskaya. I remember asking him to give a face that was more hopeful. Pekarovskaya recalls telling Carell to imagine what it would look like if he thought the next woman that came through the door could potentially be it. You could no longer be a virgin. He gave me a smile that was so specific, and in that moment, I remember just going, oh, there's the poster, like, done.
Well, you've seen the poster.
Yeah.
I
So I think, I feel foolish. Yeah. What is the story with that billboard? Because it may be one of the great posters for a movie.
The poster has gotten more coverage than the movie.
We should charge people to see the poster.
But is that just some look you have in your wheelhouse? Can you just do that look right now? Let's just see. See, it's right there.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin was a huge hit both with critics and at the box office.
Congratulations.
Okay. Earning over $175 million globally. It ushered in this new era of R-rated comedies with heart, many of which Judd Apatow would executive produce or write and direct himself. He also seems to share Andy's sense of fashion back in 2005.
And I'm wearing the same shirt as him, but not as a joke.
This iconic poster more or less became a template for how to sell a comedy. Not to mention the rise of meme culture, with memes like Bad Luck Brian becoming so prominent online. When I talk about movie posters, I like to use my art score out of 10. Aesthetics, representation, and titillation. All the key hallmarks for a successful movie poster. For aesthetics, we're asking how good is the design? How pleasing is the typography, the overall visuals, and the vibe of the poster? Basically, is it nice to look at? As I've already mentioned, I think this poster perfectly encapsulates that awkward, adolescent puberty hell that we all went through. The fact that it's happening to a grown man is what makes it so interesting and funny. Pairing that with the film's title, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, and you have this aha moment. The style of the photo is reminiscent of a yearbook portrait without being constrained by it. The colors are actually very pleasing, with the warm background contrasting his wardrobe, and the portrait lighting is fantastic. The tagline, "Better late than never," is absolutely perfect and tells you everything you need to know about this film. For aesthetics, I'm definitely giving this poster a 3 out of 3. For representation, we're looking at, does this poster represent the film very well? Does it match the look and feel and the ideas it's presenting? Is there a sense of story? That instant sense of story is what makes this poster so strong. You can derive Andy's desperation and his innocence all in one heartbreaking facial expression. Not only is that a remarkable poster concept, it's a remarkable performance from Steve Carell himself. This is a masterclass in how to elevate a film's marketing with an actor's performance. For representation, easy 3 out of 3. For titillation, we're asking, does this poster inspire any excitement or intrigue? Does it make us want to go watch the movie? Millions did, and I was one of them. It's like an entire population all came together in our sheer curiosity about what it would finally take for this man to have sex. For titillation, 3 out of 3. So with a current art score of 9 out of 10, this poster's ready to go all the way. You get it, right? Because he's a virgin. Anyway, I reserve that final point for whatever my wife thinks. In 5 words, what do you think?
I don't like it much.
Wow, okay.
I'd like you to take it down, please.
Okay, with a final art score of 9 out of 10, this is an all-time comedic classic. I wonder if anyone has this poster up on their wall. Maybe Gina?
Gina, hey, what's up?
Good art makes you feel, and this poster makes me feel nostalgic for the days of the big, theatrically released comedy. Seeing a film like this in a packed theater was a unique experience.
It's a delight.
You have no idea.
I do not.
Jokes that are only somewhat funny at home are uproarious when you add hundreds of people and the singular focus that a movie screen commands. Films are funnier with an audience. To this day, I still think Nacho Libre is an incredibly funny movie, despite reviews, websites, and the general public disagreeing with me. Why? Because I saw it on opening night in a sold-out theater, and the place went absolutely nuts.
I am Nacho, the luchador.
It was the best. I loved it. Nacho! Oh. So when I watch that movie now, I remember those reactions. It's kind of a you had to be there type of thing. Who knows, maybe we'll see a return for this kind of movie into the movie theaters. All it really takes is one successful one to start a trend. I mean, that's Hollywood in a nutshell. You take a risk, and then when that risk pays off, you copy that over and over and over until it loses profitability.
I may have deserved that.
I buy a ton of physical media for this channel, and I love giving it away over on my Patreon. For this episode, I'm gonna be giving away Judd Apatow's hilarious and insightful book, Sick in the Head, Conversations About Life and Comedy. Apatow really defined an entire era of comedy, and he's interviewing some of his comedic heroes, and it makes for some great reading. Honestly, it's a great book. We're gonna do a prize draw, and we ship worldwide. Check it out on my Patreon. It's a great time over there. Well, I hope I've earned your like, and consider subscribing, because I have a ton of great movie posters to show you in the future, and I don't want you to miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I can't wait to show you more.
I get what it's going for, but like I don't want to be looking at it for very long. It's not beautiful to me.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.